But anyway, to do a couple questions about myself so you guys can get to know me better. And yeah, stay tuned. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking about myself. Because I've done a couple of videos on like different things. I've done a couple of videos on like different things. I just thought I'll do a video about myself. Nobody's asked me any questions. I just asked myself these questions because I can do what I want. So the first question I've got is full name. So my full name is Bernadette Damilola Abisola Agbola. You know what? Scratch that actually. Bernadette Oluwa Damilola Abisola Agbola. Do you know what Oluwa Damilola means? Do you know what that name means? Like, do you know what weight it carries? Do you know what it means? But yeah, we'll get into that later on. But yeah, it's Bernadette Oluwa Damilola Abisola Agbola. How old are you? I am 23. I almost said 21. I don't know. I'm 23. What's your favorite smell? Okay, I think I meant favorite smell, like favorite perfume. So I like perfumes that smell really sweet, or like things that smell quite floral. Actually, depending on the weather. If the weather is like really cold and like wintry, if that's a word, yeah, when it's winter, I like smells that are quite strong and masculine, just because, you know, I don't know, I just feel like it suits better. The furthest you've ever been away from home. So if I keep looking towards that side, that's where I've put like questions. So yeah, furthest you've ever been away from home. So the furthest I've ever been away from home was when I went to India. This was like a couple years ago, like quite a long time ago. Yeah, because like the flight was like 10 hours to like Trivandrum. I don't know if I'm saying the name of this place right, but it was like 10 hours to Trivandrum, and then 2 extra hours to like Kerala, or maybe 2 hours and a half. So yeah, that's the longest, because like Nigeria doesn't even take that long. Like 6 hours you're in Nigeria. So yeah, that's the furthest. India. Where were you born? I was born in Lagos, Nigeria. What are your hobbies or pets? I don't have any pets, and I don't like any pets. I've got nothing against them. They just scare me. I can't do dogs or cat, anything. Actually, I can do a goldfish. So if anybody, actually, I'm thinking of getting I'm not thinking, it would be nice to get a goldfish actually. So if anybody wants to get me anything, you can get me a goldfish. Thank you. I like things that don't stress me. Anything that doesn't stress me, I like it. So sleep, food, I don't know what else. What else doesn't stress me? Sleep and food. That's probably, yeah. Okay. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? So in 5 years time, graduate. Okay, I would have actually graduated in 4 years. Okay, so in 5 years time, hopefully by God's grace, I would have graduated. I'll be doing my FY1, so my foundation year. And hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm doing it in something I really love. Because right now I don't even know, I just keep changing. So yeah, hopefully something I really like by God's grace. Also, I want to be married by then, because 5 years, I'm gonna be 29. I thought I was gonna be married at like 24, but the way medicine is set up, yeah, the way I've kind of like chosen whatever I've chosen, yeah. So yeah, maybe by 29. What am I talking about? 23 plus 5. This is the disgrace. 23 plus 5 is 28. So I'll be 28, not 29. So I'll be 28. Yeah, because like it would be nice to have like 2 kids. 1 kid by the time I'm 30. So yeah. Yeah. But yeah, the main thing is that I've already like graduated medicine, and I am working in a specialty I really love by God's grace. Siblings. Yes, I have 4 siblings. I have to think about that there. I have 4 siblings. I got 3 sisters and a brother. And like he's the youngest. I'm the oldest. So yeah. How tall are you? By God's grace, 5'6", I think. I'm not sure. I refuse to be short. My father is tall, so I'm not sure. Funniest moment throughout school. Okay, this is a story, guys. Get ready. So like, so this story, yeah, because like I obviously said, I wasn't born here. I was born in Nigeria. This was like when I first came over here, and like it was a secondary school. So like, so we'd come in, yeah, and like first things first, like I found it so weird that they sit on the floor. I just didn't understand why and how. So anyway, cross that now. My friends taught me how to cross my legs because I couldn't cross my legs. So anyway, so yeah, one day we're sitting having lunch. So I was sitting on the floor, and there was like a couple of us. So like the principal comes along now, and he's like smiling, must have been saying hello, like how are you? Backstory, obviously I just come here, I couldn't understand what this Oombo was saying. I'll just nod my head and say yes, but I didn't really get what they were saying. I just nod along. So yeah, so like he must have been saying something along the lines of like, why are you guys sitting here, like you're not supposed to sit here, because I think because it was the corridors and it was like causing like an obstruction, and we're supposed to sit, that's it, we're supposed to sit outside, but it was cold and I wasn't used to this kind of weather. But anyway, so we're sitting inside, crossing my legs. Yeah, he must have been saying something along those lines, but I just, because that's what I do, I just nodded along, and I was just like, okay. And his face started to get serious. Obviously now, I'd already said yes, and I already nodded. I wasn't about to back down. Like, no, it's not happening. So I was just like, what's this guy on? But you know, I didn't really understand. But I just kept nodding along. Next thing now here is come with me, follow me to my office. Anyway, I started to think, oh, I must have been in trouble, but I just followed him. So he was obviously talking. I was still nodding, guys. I didn't understand what this man was saying. I was still nodding. So I was just like, okay, yeah. The thing I heard in my ears was detention. I wasn't about to argue. That's what I was trying to say. So yeah, I just cried and had to do detention. But you know what? That's not actually the first time I ever had detention. The first time I had detention was... So basically, yeah, the night before, this is like when I first started school, the night before, I hadn't done, hey, English, I didn't do the dishes, and my mom was like, the next morning, I was ready to go to school, she was like, hey, you didn't do the dishes, you have to do it. So I had to do the dishes in it. Then I missed my bus now, so I was late to school, and I can never forget, the day was a Thursday because we had assembly. So I walked straight into the assembly hall now, and like obviously it's busy, like it's assembly, so the teachers definitely saw me walking late. So after assembly, then she comes up to me and she's like, this is my tutor, she comes up to me because they do like the register and stuff. So she comes up to me and she's like, oh, you were late, you have a detention. Hey, come on, see, cry. I started crying because in my head, detention just meant that I'm in trouble. I wasn't about to, you know, have a bad record. That's what I was just thinking. So yeah, I just like, yeah, I was just crying, and my friends were like, literally, because they were thinking, this girl, they had to like beg my teachers for me. Like they were like, oh miss, she's so upset, oh miss, da 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 da. Anyway, that's the way I could like get out of not doing that detention. But this one about sitting on the corridors, I had to do it because obviously I thought I was in the right, but I wasn't. But yeah, so yeah, long story short, that was it. How many countries have you visited? I have visited I think 7 or 8 countries. Yeah, 7 or 8, under 10, something like that. Most of them have been in Europe, like others like India, and where else did I go, and like Nigeria. But yeah, I do like travel. I really like traveling. It's just the finances, you know. Favorite drink? What is your favorite drink or favorite food? I love food. I really do. Like I love food. I love... Talking about it is making me emotional. I didn't have a favorite food. But I love food. I love sweet people. Anything like that. I like pounded yam. and egusi, or even Indomie. I know like it sounds really basic, but I promise you, if you garnish Indomie, yeah, it'll be looking like a 5-star meal. Like Indomie is a bae. You know, if you're feeling lazy, just chuck in the microwave. But otherwise, if you want to live the good life, oh my god, put some, you know, some prawns in it, some onions, a bit of vegetables. Oh, it will go down well. Favorite drink? Oh, you know what? Fanta fruit twist. I'm not really like a fizzy drink person. I don't take fizzy drinks, but like sometimes, you know, when you what's the word now? When you're really craving something, it's my best friend actually got me a Fanta fruit twist. Like I love Fanta fruit twist. And like other things, maybe like water. Everyone says water, but you know, water's actually, it's one of them things that you like it because it's good for you kind of thing. But I don't like going to the toilet all the time. That's just long. That's very long. And green tea, if you know me, yeah, you know me and green tea. I love green tea. I love. Maybe I should go make some green tea. I'll be right back. So next question is, what sports have you played? So I don't play sports. I'm not a sports person. I don't know how to play any sports. Anything. We can just skip that question. You know what? How would you describe your fashion sense? My fashion sense has no sense, honestly. Like I just wear whatever I feel like. If I want to wear this today, I will wear it today. You know, I just wear whatever I feel like. It really has no sense. Bad habits. I think, what bad habits do I have? Recently I've been very late to things. Not very late, but just going to things quite late. I don't understand why. I need to work on that. I think that's a bad habit of recently. And I use like a lot of filling words. So like what else do I say? If that makes any sense, if you get what I mean. I don't know if that's a bad, I don't know, maybe my friends will, they haven't told me anything I have any bad habits, so obviously maybe I don't. What would you name your children? Okay, I want twins, but I've been told that if you want twins you wouldn't get them, so I'm trying to pretend I don't want. Okay, anyway, let's move on. So yeah, I've got 5 names. It's 4 main names, but 5 just in case for 5 children. But the thing is, yeah, I've named, so their first name, I've named, given them a first English name, and the middle name is a Yoruba name, and then all that's left is the last name in it. But yeah, it's currently I've got 3 girls' names, so yeah, we'll see how that plans out.